Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video we are going to be watching I'm a Survivor, Melinda May. This is a video created by Simply Material. That being said, I don't think I've ever seen anything from this channel before, so I'm curious to see what this video will entail. May was definitely one of the cool characters early on in the show that I wanted to see more about, and we got to see a little bit more of her when we got the Inhumans and her whole backstory there, how she became kind of quote-unquote not retired, but like, shifted where she was actually working at S.H.I.E.L.D., and then, how she was just kind of the backbone early on to kind of mentor, especially Skye, on in a different manner from how Coulson was doing it. Coulson filled more of a father-esque figure, but once Ward left, May definitely took up the position of Skye's main mentor. And yeah, that being said, let's get into the reaction.
You think I don't feel anything? Look at you.
Oh, right. I remember this.
And you and Ward had a thing.
Skye,
Everyone should be furious. I am
things aren't as simple as that, man.
furious. But I'm sure as hell not gonna waste it on a tantrum. I'm gonna mine it. Save it.
This is such a cool scene, actually. I didn't remember this scene.
I'm gonna use every bit of it to take him down.
That is an amazing moment there. That's actually very, very cool. Oh, yeah. I love how May is able to hold that Asgardian berserker staff and just be fine.
Don't kill me. Do not let your feelings cloud your judgment. I'm not. He might try to kill me.
I also found it interesting when Sith was in this show, because it's like,
I don't need a gun.
it seems like early on, they were like, yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. Like, this show is attached to the MCU. Hey, look, it's Sith. She exists, right? But later on, they're just like, yeah, is the show canon? We're good. We're good. We're not going to comment on that just yet. And I think the show's no longer canon, unfortunately. It is what it is. It is what it is. I think that the show did a wonderful job with, everything that it started off with, which was a clear place to see S.H.I.E.L.D. agents outside of the main MCU periphery, right? And then from there, it kind of evolved into its own thing with the Inhumans, and then later on with Ada, and then time travel, and then etc. It's interesting because it started off in a spot where there was at least some conversations going on, but then now looking back, you don't see any correlation really, I feel like, with the timeline, because Infinity War happened, and then at the same time this show went to the future, and it was a completely different apocalyptic event. So very interesting to think about that.
To stop you.
Are you a doctor?
No,
No,
I'm a fighter.
I don't know what that was from. Oh, that whole face thing, that was from the Ghost Rider season, right? And that's the Inhuman girl that used a bunch of people. Shoot.
Did you lose anyone in
Herself.
Mm-hmm. See, May's story is really, really cool in the earlier seasons from what I've seen. Oh, also when she's facing, what was that, Agent 13? Right? The one that has her face partially melted, but it's May. Oh. That was a cool spot right there. She just disappeared. May just has really, really cool scenes. She's just like, I'm gonna save everyone, and it's gonna be great. But I just drive the bus. That's all I do. I just drive the bus. That scene, okay. The scene with the Berserker staff. I think that was the scene for me, and probably a lot of other people, where, they really liked May's character. And it's interesting because May wasn't really, from what I remember, a character that was super talkative very early on, but that episode showcased her as someone very in tune with her emotions and capable of controlling herself in that way. and to the point where she's able to use this extremely ancient Asgardian technology that screws up the minds of everyone else that touches it with like aggression and all that other stuff. So I thought that was very cool. Oh, she's fighting Sky. But then doesn't she get pushed back right after that by Sky? With like her powers. Ooh. Breaking through glass. Oof. And another kick right there. Oh wow, that is a lot of times that she's been captured and broken out.
What she's doing. Having the time of her life.
Okay, recently, like the last few years, every time I see a character holding two guns in their hands, I do question whether or not that's something people can actually do. Because you have recoil, and I understand that it's a smaller firearm, so I don't know if the recoil is like less in that case, but I presume that there would be some recoil on your arm, which is why you steady it with two arms, right? So I'm curious to know if that's actually possible to have a gun in each arm and shoot alternating like that and actually be okay and not like have your arms flail about. I have no idea. If any of you have an idea of that, let me know down in the comments. Ooh. And we're still having her just destroy people. She's literally destroying everyone. Oh, that's like another faceless person. That's fun.
So, who's first?
That's just great. That is exactly the response you want.
A tiny little Asian woman kicked your ass.
Ready to change the world?
No,
I just drive the bus. No.
ready to kick some ass.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. I had a good time with this one because I feel like whenever I look back on the show, I think specifically of like Fitzsimmons, of Daisy, of Ward and his relationship with people, and then also Coulson. But I feel like in my brain, I don't think of May as quickly, I guess. Like, I remember that she's there, but it's like when I think of a character just randomly from the show, it's typically not her for whatever reason, but she's like always there. It's kind of like this invisible backbone at times, and it's because she's like a very stoic character most of the time, and it really works because, you know, the moments that she does something really cool, it's awesome, and the moments when she like shows like vulnerability or she's teaching someone, it's always cool. And like she has such good moments in the show. It's weird to me that she doesn't like pop up in my brain more often, I guess, but perhaps it's because I feel like Sky is like the main character. I fell in love with Fitzsimmons because they're scientists and it's just cute and fun to see their dynamic. Coulson I knew previously, and then Ward, his fall to becoming a Hydra agent is just one of the highlights from that first season. So perhaps I kind of understand why, especially if my brain goes to the first season or the first couple of seasons of the show. But it doesn't discount that May has some very, very cool moments throughout the series as well. That being said, let me know your thoughts on this reaction in the comments below. Did you enjoy the video? Also, tell me if you have any other videos you'd like me to watch in the future. And as always, please like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe for more videos on this channel. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I will see you next time. Bye.